Hello. Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So why attendance is so low? Okay, today is the last two theorem of network theorem we will study. I will see the attendance on today's class. Then at the end of the class, if attendance is low, then at the end of the class we will see what happened. These two theorems you haven't studied in the first year. One is Millman's theorem and one is reciprocity theorem. This two theorem is very uncommon from the rest of the theorem. That means in the rest of the theorem we try to find out the load current except in the maximum power. But here in case of Millman's theorem it is just a little different compared to the other. Now what Millman's theorem tells that, it tells that whenever, listen carefully because statement will be there in the books, I will not go through the statement. What it tells, what is the procedure and what is the reason to apply Millman's theorem, let me tell you. Okay, Millman's theorem states that whenever we have a voltage source connected in parallel, we have a voltage source connected in parallel and with a resistance, internal resistance connected in series. Now that arrangement can be replaced by a single voltage source and a single internal resistance. What does it mean? It means that if we have a circuit like this, here you can see that all the voltage sources are connected in parallel. V1, V2, V3, it is suppose Vn, R1, R2, R3, Ra. If we have this kind of circuit, then as per Millman's theorem, we can replace that circuit into a single circuit. Suppose with this we have a load resistance R. Now how we will replace that circuit? We will replace that circuit with a single voltage source and with a resistance in series with that an RL. Same like Thevenin's theorem. This is the internal resistance and this is RL. So if this theorem can only be applicable if the voltage source are connected in parallel, otherwise it is cannot be applicable. And this theorem is also applicable for current source also, that I will come later. But what is the value of this total resistance voltage source V? That will be equals to V1 into G1 plus minus V2 into G2 plus minus V2 into G3 plus minus plus minus Vn into Gm. This is the formula. divided by G1 plus G2 plus G3 plus up to Gn. Can you tell me what is G? Hello, can you tell me what is G?
So inverse of resistance.
Yes?
Resistance inverse. 1 upon R1.
I cannot getting your voice. What is G? What telling?
G is equals to 1 upon R sub inverse of resistance.
Yes, inverse of resistance. Yes, G is the conductance, 1 by R. So this is the formula, and from here we can find out the value, and equivalent resistance will be equals to R will be equals to 1 by G, that will be equals to, this is the equivalent resistance, that will be equals to 1 by G1 plus G2 plus G3. That means this can be find out by 1 by R1 plus R2, 1 by R2 plus total 1 by R. This is the formula. So from here we can find out the equivalent voltage and the current source. Hello, everyone I think understand this. This is the formula. That means if we have a voltage source, a circuit consists of voltage source connected in parallel with an internal resistance connected in series, then we can replace that circuit with a single voltage source and an internal resistance equivalent of that all the resistance with the load resistance. So here from this we can easily find out the value of the load current, that is IL will be equals to V divided by R internal plus RL. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So I think you have understand this.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
What is R internal here?
R internal is the this one. Okay. Okay. Now, if we have in place of a voltage source, if we have a current source, then what we'll do? For that, so have you copied this one? Have all of you copied this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, okay. Then if we have a current source in place of the voltage source, then just that theorem also is applicable. If we have a current source in parallel, then we can also apply this theorem, but the procedure will be slightly different. Suppose we have a circuit like this. We have a circuit like this, suppose. So suppose this one I1, this one I2, and this one IN, R1, R2, RN, this is RN. Okay. So for this case, for this case also we can convert this with a single current source with a like this, the circuit replaced by this. Okay, so for here what will be this value I will be equals to I1 plus I2 plus up to dot 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 In, and R internal can easily be find out. Here G means nothing, it is G equals to 1 by R internal. This is the equation. Okay, has everyone got this? Hello, has everyone got this? हाँ बोलो.
Sir, why in this case we named it as 1 by R internal?
1 by R internal, I have written here G. Okay, I have written here G. Here all this all this one are written as R. I have written this here G. So G means 1 by R internal. That means the equivalent of this. How we have find out equivalent?
So
of the,
directly write R
directly
internal
apply. We
equation.
can apply this formula. How we have find out R internal 1 by R1 plus 1 by 1 divided by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. That means nothing. These three are in parallel. So in case of parallel, what will be the formula? The same way we will do. If R1 and R2 are the two circuits that are connected in parallel, so what will be the equivalent resistance? That will be equals to R1 plus R2, R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. This formula we have applied, just that simple formula. Just you have written in terms of G, that's why I am put there 1 by R internal. Okay. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me then solve an example that will be clear your thought. So suppose we have a circuit like this. This is 4. Okay, all of these are 4. So for this we have to find out the current through RL. That means IL we have to find out using Millman's theorem. So as per Millman's theorem, first we have to replace this circuit with this voltage source, with a resistance, with this and RL. Simple voltage source and R internal and RL. Have to replace this by this. So as you can see, as we know the formula, that is equals to V1 into G1 plus V2 into G2 plus V3 into G3 divided by G1 plus G2 plus G3. That is the formula. Now here there is an interesting thing. We will write minus of 4 into 1 by 4 V1 G1. Have you understand why I have written minus?
পজিটিভ থেকে নেগেটিভে যাচ্ছে বল।
Yes. as the sign is opposite, that's why it is written as minus. That's why in the formula I have written plus minus, because you will see that in this equation 1 by 4 and the last one will be plus 10 into 1 by 4. Have you got the formula? Hello, have you got the formula?
Yes, sir.
And your value of the lower part will be equals to G1 plus G2 plus G3. So that means that will be equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. इसका वैल्यू देखो कितना आता है.
सर पहले में माइनस लिए तो दूसरे में 2 वाले केस में तो नीचे जाएगा ना करेंट, तो प्लस ना होगा.
नहीं, इसमें भी देखो साइन माइनस से प्लस है.
सर करंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होगा सर तो नीचे जाएगा ना.
नहीं, इधर तुम जो बोल रहे हो करंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन वो वाला, ये इधर नहीं, इधर पहले हमें वोल्टेज सोर्स का साइन देखना पड़ेगा. तुम जो बोल रहे हो वो मतलब अगर विदाउट मिलमैन्स थ्योरम तुम किसी भी प्रोसेस से अप्लाई करोगे तब तुम प्लस माइनस लूप एनालिसिस यूज करके वो देख सकते हो. पर इधर वोल्टेज सोर्स का जो करंट वोल्टेज सोर्स का जो साइन है, अगर वो प्लस माइनस होगा तब हम लोग प्लस लेंगे, अगर ये माइनस प्लस होगा तब हम लोग माइनस लेंगे. क्योंकि माइनस पर प्लस इसका मतलब है करंट हम लोग क्या लेते हैं, करंट हम लोग सोचते हैं करंट इस दिशा में जा रहा है, तो अगर माइनस से प्लस जा रहा है उसको हम लोग ले रहे हैं प्लस, और अगर प्लस से माइनस जा रहा है उसको हम लोग ले रहे हैं माइनस. ठीक है. इसका वैल्यू देखो कितना आता है.
4/3.
4/3 वोल्ट. ओके. अच्छा, व्हाट इज द इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस R? It will be equals to 1 divided by 1 plus R1 plus 1 plus R2 plus 1 plus R3. What will be the value?
3/4.
3/4. So that means your IL will be equals to V is 4/3 divided by 3/4 plus 10. निकालो कितना आता है. ये 3/4 आएगा, ठीक है. तो
4/3.
4/3 सर.
4/3 आएगा. इसका वैल्यू देखो कितना आता है. It will be nearly 4/34 like that. Yes, like that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. अच्छा, everyone understand this problem? Everyone understand that problem? Hello. Hello, everyone understand the problem?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, now, yes, tell me. Has anyone any doubts? Is anyone have any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Then we will do another example with Millman's theorem. Then we will go to reciprocity theorem. Let me do an example with a current source. This is RL. This resistance is 2 ohm. This one is 2 ohm. This one is 3 ampere and this one is your 5 ampere. So we have to replace this with a voltage source, with a resistance and with a RL. Voltage source R internal, RL. RL is equals to 1 ohm. पहले ये ड्रॉ कर लो. ड्रॉ करने के बाद बताना. वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज IL यूजिंग मिलमैन्स थ्योरम.
Sir, you have gone wrong equivalent circuit.
यस,
Sir, equivalent circuit आपका wrong है.
इक्विवेलेंट सर्किट.
R इंटरनल पैरेलल होगा ना. R इंटरनल.
आर इंटरनल नहीं, हम लोग तो वोल्टेज सोर्स ड्रॉ किए. अगर करंट सोर्स ड्रॉ करते तब वो पैरेलल होता. अगर हम लोग ऐसे ड्रॉ करते तब वो पैरेलल होता है ना.
Yes sir.
हमने तो इसको वोल्टेज सोर्स पे कन्वर्ट किया, तो वोल्टेज सोर्स के साथ तो इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस सीरीज में रहेगा. इसको ही हम लोग ऐसे लाएंगे. देखना, मैथ करते करते पता चल जाएगा. तो हम लोग पहले क्या निकालेंगे? टोटल करंट निकालेंगे. करंट विल बी इक्वल्स टू 5 प्लस 3 दैट इज 8 एम्पियर. Am I right? As per the formula?
Yes, sir.
And we will then find out G. G will be equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. That will be equals to, it will be equals to 1 mho. So now we have to convert this into, if we draw like this, that means your main circuit will be look like this as I have drawn. Now we have to convert this into voltage source, because this is the we will take this circuit irrespective of the voltage source and current source. We will try to bring that circuit into this one. That will be clear, because if we have too many circuit, that will create confusion. So we will take only one circuit. We will take only one circuit, this one, and we will try to bring every circuit into this one. So we have already find out I and G. Okay, so if we find out I and G, what will be the value of V? What will be the value of G? V?
8.
8. Yes, that will be equals to I by G. That 8 volt. And internal resistance is equals to 1. Okay, so if we put this here, so your IL will be equals to 8 by 1 plus 1, that is 4 ampere. समझ में आया सबको? समझ में आया सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me give you another thing. I've forgotten that part. If we have a current source and a voltage source together, so what we will do there that time? Suppose we have a voltage source like this and a current source like this. Suppose this is as a 10 and this is a 2. Okay, so what we will do at that moment? What we will do, we will bring this, we will convert this current source into voltage source. We will convert this current source into voltage source. Yes, someone can ask me, sir, can we convert this voltage source into current source also? Yes, you can do. You can do that thing also, but But if you do this process, that means convert this current source into voltage source, your effort will be required minimum. Because if we convert this voltage source into current source, then again after finding out this, you have to convert that into voltage source. So it will be better if you convert this into voltage source. So that means your circuit will be look like 10 by 2, that is, it is coming in series, and your this will be voltage source. This will be equals to 3 into 2, 6, and this is your RA. So 10, 2, and RA1. Then you will apply your Millman's theorem, V1 G1 plus V2 G2 divided by G1 plus G2. Understand everyone? Everyone has got this?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, fine. Now comes to the last theorem, that is the reciprocity theorem. It is, in this theorem we don't have any procedure. We will just check the reciprocity of the circuit. This reciprocity will be required when you do the two-port network. What reciprocity theorem tells that? Listen very carefully. Suppose we have a circuit like this. Let me take an example and then make you understand. Let we have a circuit like this. The Millman circuit, no, not like this. Suppose we have a circuit like this. Suppose you have an arbitrary value 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now for this circuit, listen very carefully. For this circuit, we have find out the value of the current from this branch. We have find out the value of the current from this branch by any process, nodal analysis, mesh analysis, any process. We have find out the current in this branch. Okay. Now reciprocity theorem tells that the value of this current will be similar to, if we replace this value, if we replace this and brings this here, this voltage source, then the current flowing through this branch in that case will be same. Is it clear to everyone, or I will again tell?
Once more, sir. Once again.
Repeat. Okay. Suppose we have a circuit like this. Okay, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. The value of this current, suppose 1, I1. I have taken this as I1. Now value of this current, and suppose we have a circuit like this. This current, suppose this is I2. So as per reciprocity theorem, I1 will be equals to I2. If these two conditions satisfied, then we will say that it is satisfying the reciprocity theorem. Have you understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So for this you can solve this example also. You can see that if I1 and I2 are same, you can use any formula, any technique. Either it can be nodal analysis, mesh analysis, or you can use current divider rule, anything. That is up to you. But you see that if this thing happened, then it is to be said that it is the proof of reciprocity theorem. In the statement of the reciprocity theorem, if you study from the book, you will find a little bit of confusing because that source replaced by that source. So I have just shown you an example. This is the statement of reciprocity theorem. That means for a voltage source, if we find the current through a branch, that current will be equals to the current if we replace that voltage source into same branch, and the current through that voltage source will be equals to same. That means these two remain same. Have you understand this?
Yes, sir.
So let me talking about something else. Achha, why the attendance is so low? Where is Ria? আচ্ছা সৌম্য ঘোষ রোল নাম্বার 13
হ্যাঁ স্যার
ক্লাসে যা যা পড়ানো হয় হ্যাভ ইউ আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড এভরিথিং?
হ্যাঁ স্যার আমি লেখাগুলো লিখছি, কিন্তু স্যার প্রবলেমটা হচ্ছে নেটওয়ার্কের মারাত্মক প্রবলেম হচ্ছে, 2-3 বার করে বেরিয়ে যাচ্ছি আমি।
না যদি ক্লাসের থেকে বেরিয়ে যাস তাহলে আমি আই উইল সে ওয়ান থিং দ্যাট
আমি বেরোচ্ছি না।
না আমি সেটা বলিনি, আমি বলছি ইয়েস আই এম সেইং দ্যাট if you are there is a network issue, that means you are not able to listen the class carefully or some network issues there. So what you will do after the class